What is up, Florida Outdoors people? Welcome back to the Florida Outdoorsman channel. Who's excited for another Florida Outdoorsman video? Today, we're going to be doing some more crabbing. I know we did it last week. Unfortunately, weather still sucks. So you know what? I'm going to go crabbing. But this time, I'm going to take you through the whole process of buying the trap, getting the bait, grabbing the boat, and setting it out, and then pulling it. And what's going to be special about today is that I am going to not let it soak for 24 hours. I'm going to pull it tonight before it gets dark. So, you excited for that? Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video because we're going to be having us a great day. Alright, I'll talk to you guys in a bit. See you!
As far as I can remember, I've always had a love for fishing and hunting. From the times when I was out crabbing with my parents to the time that I was fishing by myself, I have always had a love for the great outdoors. Follow me on this journey throughout the entire state of Florida as I do some of the most epic kind of fishing and hunting and camping and crabbing and anything outdoors that you can possibly think about. I am a Florida Outdoorsman.
Alright, y'all, so we got 3 traps. The other 2 are in the back. Luckily for us, they're old rusty trusty style traps. So RIP, old rusty trusty. You will be missed. But yeah. Now all we have to do is just put our information on it and head on out, throw them out. Oh, we gotta go grab bait. I'm gonna run over to Walmart real quick, which is across the street from where I'm at now. I'm gonna get some crab bait and some chicken gizzard because I want to see how they compare to each other. Something tells me that the exclusive crab bait might work, but I'm finger crossed hoping that the chicken gizzard is the better bait that catches more in these old rusty trusty traps. Mostly because chicken gizzard is cheaper than crab bait. Alright, so 5 traps. We'll do probably 2 crab baits and 3 chicken gizzards, or we'll do like 2 chicken gizzards and we can split it up 50-50 because they're not going to be out for 24 hours. Anyway, let's get out of here, guys. I've rambled long enough. I will see you when we get to the boat to start heading out. Alright, talk to you later. Alright, y'all, so we are on our way back to the house now to get these crab traps fully legal, put our information on it, tie them up, do all that fun stuff. Slight change of plans when it comes to the bait. Apparently Walmart does not have frozen bait anymore, or at least the one by my house and the one near the academy does not have any frozen bait. So you know what? We're just going exclusively with chicken gizzard because we got one crab. We got one crab in the trap last week, so it's got to work this week again, right? All right, let me go get these guys fully legal, and I will meet you on the boat. All right, see you guys. All right, y'all. As you can see, we got traps. So what we need to do. Yep, that's why we do this. We gotta make sure that this twine is good. We gotta take this off. We gotta put big old R on this, and we gotta put all of our information. Also, we gotta flip it up because it's upside down. So we gotta do that for all 3. I'm in a little bit of a hurry, so let me get this done, and I will check back in with you guys later. All right, y'all. So they're doing work on the boat ramp that I was gonna go to. You can see the big boat back there, maybe. But I think I've had a change of plans on what I want to do. I think my idea that I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys that you don't need a boat to crab. There's a place that I know of that I can get to on land, from land, that I think I'm gonna try. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the boat back to the storage unit, and I am going to put the crab traps out by hand. Not by hand, by walking along the shoreline. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So basically, it's gonna be a super secret spot that I've caught stone crab by hand before. So yeah, let me go do that, and I will catch up with you guys in a bit. See ya. All right, y'all. So we are at the spot. We got the crab traps. I've got 5 blue crabs and 2 stone crab. I don't know if I'm going to use the stone crab ones. We'll see here in a second, but yeah, let me get all these traps baited up, and then let me get you on the chesty mount, and we'll go from there. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, y'all. So we got our traps stacked up here, and let's start walking them out. We'll do this 2 at a time. Water's not that warm. I will say that. Whew. This water is it's definitely a cold one. But we got like 7 traps to set out. So let's try and get them out kind of deep. It's a very sandy bottom. Now it's been a while since we did the chesty cam. Look at all that bait busting over there. And pelican in for the win. All right. Set that one there. Make sure you close up the trap. That's something dumb that I would forget to do. That one's sitting there. And all right, one in. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, I already got bait busting next to the trap. So that's a good sign, right? Jeez, ton of bait. We need to come back here and go fishing. I don't like setting my traps too close to each other, so we'll move down a little bit. Plus, we're going to do different depths, different areas, all that fun stuff. All right, second trap going out. That wasn't the best throw. Let's try that again. Definitely feel the grass between my toes, so that should be a good sign for stone crab, right? All right, there we go. Looks like it sank pretty good. All right, so we'll grab 2 more traps. All right, we are steadily getting deeper and deeper with these traps. There's the 2 over there. I don't know how well you can see them. It's quite difficult to do this and film. I'm afraid I keep putting my chin in the way, but we're just going down the line. Throw this one out. Looks like it sank well. All right, and then this one. Again, we're just steadily making a line further and further out. Ooh, my belly's cold now. We're getting into deep, deep water. That one didn't sink right. Ooh, it's almost on. It's almost all the way up to you guys. The water. All right. Whew. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. That time it sank right. All right, just one more blue crab trap to do, and then we'll think about stone crab. Stone crab, I might do over in that area. I may actually move to the other side of that dock and throw it out there. Actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do for the stone crab. All right, let's go grab the last one. All right, so we got the last blue trap. I would want to set it up against these trees, but the problem is I know that the tide is still high and it's either going out or gonna be going out here soon. So the trap will be exposed, and nobody wants exposed traps. Ooh, I'm gonna throw right where all that bait just went off. Maybe a little bit further. I gotta come back here with some top water. Yep, there's our line right there. There's a fish that just jumped by our line. There's all this bait. So I am curious how this is gonna go, because I've never crabbed here, I don't think. I know I've grabbed stone crabs by flipping rocks and grabbing them by hand, but that's a little different. I may move that really close in one out a lot further. I must be walking on a sandbar, because it's definitely not as deep as the other section though. I think a redfish just busted right there. At this point I'm just rambling. Yeah, there's reds going all throughout here. Yeah, because we're parallel with that one, and that one was all the way up to our chest. There we go, now we're starting to get deeper. All right, so let's open this up. Of course, the ball is on the wrong side. Come on. All right, make sure you close that up. You do not want to lose crabs because you were stupid and you didn't close up the trap. All right, wish this one luck. Went down. That's our furthest one out. Huh, neat. All right, don't steal my secret spot, guys, because I know you guys know where this is at. All right, we're gonna go grab that one and move it out a lot further. All right, we're gonna pull this one up. Watch, we're gonna already have crabs in it. If we had already had crabs in this one, I would have just thrown this one right back in. That would have been amazing. All right. So, before I started crabbing on the boat, this is actually how I started crabbing, was just walking along the flats and tossing out crab traps back up in Brevard. Then again, the entire river, the deepest point was 6 feet, and I think out towards that middle right there it gets like 12 to 14. So, all right, big trap, and boom, we threw it right on top of some bait fish. All right, there's a nice storm. If you watched last week's video, you would have seen how storms seem to affect blue crabbing in the St. Lucie River. You're gonna have to check that one out. But yeah, we're gonna take the stone crab traps that are in the truck and we're gonna move them over as close as we can get to the end of the dock for stone crab. We still have 2 things of chicken gizzard, the full thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open that up, set that in there, and we'll see how that does. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut little holes in the top and then throw the whole package of chicken gizzards inside the stone crab traps and hope that that works. We'll see. I don't know. I've never stone crab trapped here, like I've never blue crabbed here, so yeah, it's gonna be a new experience. Here we go. All right, ignore how dirty the back of the truck is, but we're just gonna rip this plastic and hope. Jeez. All right, well, that ripped like that. So we're just gonna rip that plastic and hope that it's good. So let's go walk this down there now. Like I said, we're gonna try and get as close as we can to the dock. It's a lot more tricky. These stone crab traps are definitely a lot heavier. As close as we can get. It's gonna be deep. It's definitely rocky, and it feels like there's a lot of grass. So that's good. That's what I want for stone crab. Hopefully we can get something good. Now I tested my theory about blue crabbing in the rain. I never tested nothing for stone crab in the rain. So I'm curious how this is gonna go. All right. So for this one, I want to make sure we grab the trash. But what we want is we want to do this while still keeping the bait in here. So this is kind of tricky. All right, we're not going to toss this one. This one we're just going to drop and try and avoid dropping it on our toes. That was close. That was a lot closer than I wanted it to be. All right, first one down. Let's go see if we can find another one. All right, so yeah, get that on the outside. Stone crab trap number 2, maybe coming up. All right, I'm gonna try and get this not up against the dock, but kind of close. Right about here should be good. All right, and there we go. So whew, that's heavy. So what I'm doing kind of more for stone crab is I'm looking for deep areas, and then I'm feeling with my toes for like seagrass. So like deep area, seagrass beds usually seems pretty good. Plus there's all the structure of the dock and a ton of rocks. I kind of almost felt like I should probably set up closer to the rocks, but I'm so nervous about people walking out and stealing my crab traps. So I wanted to make it a little bit more difficult. So let's get back to the truck. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm curious to see how this goes. Hope you guys are along for the ride. So one thing that I forgot to mention is that I'm gonna come back tonight and look at the traps. Like right before it gets dark, I'm gonna pull up all the traps, see how they're doing, see if we got anything. I'll carry a little bucket with me, throw them in the bucket, all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna leave them overnight. So I know I said at the beginning of this video, we're only gonna set them out for a few hours. that plan changed. Now we're gonna let them sit overnight, but we're gonna go see if we can't get some crabs tonight. So I will keep you guys updated with that. I'm gonna try and do it before it gets dark, because if not, it's gonna be hard for you guys to see. So if you don't see anything tonight, it means that we got nothing in the traps, and yeah. So I'll see you guys either later on tonight or tomorrow. See you guys. All right, y'all, you can't see it, but we're in water up to my nipples right now. We just checked that trap. We got one small baby blue. So we just set it back down so that way we'll let it sit. Maybe we can get some more. I'm not about to pull out a teeny tiny one. But hey, it sat for 4 hours and we got one. So that's kind of cool. This is actually some deep water. And the water has not warmed up at all. I thought we were gonna be in some, thought we were going into warmer weather. What happened to warmer weather water? This is like still cold. All right. Ooh, big old mullet. You see that? Alright. Trap number 2. Let's see if we can pull up something good. And of course something takes off swimming right there. Alright. And try not to smack myself with the trap. And nothing on this one. Alright. Set that back down. Okay, now we can get into these shallower ones, which will make me very happy. My arms are starting to get tired. So we got these, we got 5 more traps to do. We got these 3, and then the stone crab we'll check as well. We're in waist deep now. Okay, trap number 2. Or, I'm sorry, trap number 3. I'm not good at basic math. We got, gosh dang puffer. Alright. That's not what we want. Get on out. Oh, wait. He's stealing my bait. That's not what we want. We don't want a puffer stealing our bait. That is not ideal. Alright. Toss this out a little bit deeper. And she sank good. Alright. I don't know what that dude over there is talking about. I can hear him talking. Yeah, these 2 were set pretty close. We may want to move that far one out a little bit further. I think that was like one of the last ones we set. Or, no, last one. One of the first ones we set. Alright. Big old knot in that one. Really, the grass is tickling my feet. I don't like that very much. It's tickling my toes. It's very uncomfortable. Alright. And trap number 4. Nothing. Alright. So far we've gotten a puffer fish and a tiny crab. Alright, well, that's good, right? At least they're all still baited up. This one somehow is in even deeper water than those 2 over there. Tell me how that works. Big old deep hole. Alright, and trap number 5. Again, try not to whack ourselves. Another stupid puffer. Dang it. Oh, these puffers. And this is gonna trip. Don't bite my freaking thumb. Oh, don't bite my thumb. Alright. So this one, I'm gonna move a little ways away. Just because, oh yeah, it's so close to that one over there. Put it in line with those two over there. Alright. There we go. And boom. Alright, so now we need to go back to the car and go get the 2 stone crab traps. Check them out. Alright, I'll meet you guys in a bit. Alright. Coming up on the trap. Pretty sure this place is playing bird sounds. As like a way to try and keep them away. Probably. But I don't know if it's actually working. So there's a lot of birds around here. So I'm not sure it's working too well. Alright. This is gonna be the time when I whack myself, I didn't know it. Nothing. And this has been flipped, which is what I wanted to avoid doing with these traps. And we're gonna drop it back down without dropping it on our toes. But nothing in that one, which is fine. They're stone crab traps. I was gonna stay out for probably a little bit longer. And then, jeez, those birds. We're gonna go grab this one real quick. I really like to set in deep water, I see. I mean, granted, I'm not very tall, so this water's only probably about like 3 feet deep. But it's deep for me, dang it. All right. So stone crab trap number 2. We'll grab it, see if there's anything in it, and then we'll head on back. And still, there's a lot of grass tickling my toes. Feels really weird. And just walk down the line. Oi, deep hole. Which might be a good sign for them. Ooh, yep, I just kicked it too. That kind of hurt. Yeah, man, we just dumped out all of the crab bait. Right. Well, we'll see if that isn't better. Nothing in that trap though. So far the score is 1 blue crab, 2 puffers, and no stone crab. Alright, I will catch you guys tomorrow when we ruin another set of clothes by walking in the salt water. Alright, y'all, welcome to day 2 of trying to pull our traps. This water has not gotten any warmer than it was yesterday. I think for today we're just going to pull the blue crab traps, and then we're going to leave the stone crab traps out for probably a couple days. So yeah, this water's so cold and I'm just avoiding having to walk out there. Alright, I think the water's up higher too. This is gonna suck. Alright, talk to you guys later. Alright, y'all, so I'm gonna be swimming here in a second because this water is so high. It genuinely is high up. I gotta move in a little bit shallower just to see this crab trap. Okay, and first one in. The little one that was in here is has escaped. That's great. I'm gonna move this in closer. I'm just gonna move this one in a lot closer to where it's not killing me. And yeah, we're gonna set that one down for right now. Yeah, set that one down for right now. I'm trying to decide if I want to leave them out for another 24 hours or what. I mean, we still got bait, so we'll decide on that once we get all the traps in. But one thing's for sure, I'm gonna pull it in a lot closer, because I don't even know if this is the highest tide or what, but I was all but swimming for that one. And I think this is gonna be a similar story. I think I found the deep channel, unless there was a boat that went by, so of course it's wavy. This water is definitely cold. All right, this one's even deeper, I think. We're all but swimming for these crab traps. You want to talk about dedication, y'all. Okay. All right, there's this one. Let's see. Pull it in closer. And nothing. You know, maybe I should have opened this mouth a little bit more. I think that might be a problem. Okay. And a puffer. Come on. Still got bait though. We'll set that one back out for another 24 hours. Yeah, I think I've made the decision. We're just gonna leave them out for another 24 hours. That one consistently has pufferfish in it. I don't know if you guys even saw it, but there was a tiny little baby blue crab. So another 24 hours. I mean, it was like that big. Alright. I think next time we're bringing the kayak out with us to check these. Yeah, we're going swimming for this last one. Okay. Here we go. Last trap. Last crab trap. Check. And nothing. Oh, there's a tiny baby right there. Alright, well, just nothing but tiny crabs. Okay, that's still got bait, and we're gonna set that down. And we're gonna go back to the truck because I am cold. Alright. I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright, y'all. Welcome to day number 3, and the water is still not any warmer. And I think we came back at high tide again. This sucks. Alright. Let's go grab these crab traps. This is gonna be the last day that we have that I film. I may leave them out for a little bit more time. I'll update you guys on Instagram. I'll put the Instagram probably like right here. So you made it this far, check out the Instagram to see how we actually did on the days that weren't filmed. All right, I'm gonna shut you off until we get to the crab traps. All right, first trap. Oy! So cold. So very, very cold. All right. We got a nice blue crab. We got a very nice blue crab. Male. Now the question is how do we do this without getting bit? Take into shallower water, and then we'll come back for it and we'll take it in. All right, so that one. All right. So number one, we're taking back in with us. We got the silver bullet. And crab trap number 2, I think this is the one that always has a puffer in it. All right. Okay. And I'll pull this up. Crab trap number 2. We got another nice male. All right. So we need to bring 1 and 2 in with us. I'm hoping that I get all of them have at least 1, as that would be perfect. Crab trap number 3. Nothing. Throw that one back out. Okay. Crab trap number 4. Oh yeah. Just too long for my short arms. All right. And we got another male in this one. So 1, 2, and 4. Bring that in with us. All right, and now for the last one. Oh yeah, this was the one we had to go swimming for last time. All right, let's start swimming for it. Crab trap number 5. I'll bring the crab trap in a little bit closer, because yeah, this is definitely our deepest one. I haven't even looked at this trap yet, and I'm already just trying to get it in a little bit closer. All right. There we go. Moment of truth. And we got 1 male. All right, go us. I think the new Rusty Trusties are the ones that produce the most. So let me grab this one and that one, and then we'll take it up there, pull it in, and then we'll throw them back out. All right, I'll catch up with you guys after we get all the crabs in. All right, y'all, so as you can see, we're back in the car. We got 4 crabs in there, and yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I think that was pretty good crabbing. Took us an extra day, but that's not a big deal. That sometimes happens. Water's still kind of cold. But yeah, if you were to ask me which one I prefer, crabbing from a boat and crabbing from shore, I think I'm gonna choose crabbing from a boat. I'll be honest with you guys. But hey, if you want to do it the cheapest way that I can think of, by actually using these crab traps, this is the way I think you should do it. So 5 traps. You don't even have to use 5. You can, I mean, we've caught crabs you've seen with 3, we've caught them with 2. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I think that leaving it out an extra 48 hours has been more effective lately. So we'll do that. But yeah, again, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. I will update you guys on Instagram, like I said, with any more crabs that I get. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Always remember, if you ain't wet, you ain't crabbing in Florida. And well, as you've seen throughout this video, I have gotten plenty soaked. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.